Well, hello, Bill Shaka here. Welcome to another edition of the 5 Minute Motivator. I got an email from a client of mine the other day, and he was feeling a level of frustration by not being able to get the kind of promotion that he wanted within his organization. So, we ended up being on the phone for a while and talking this through. And ladies and gentlemen, I think this is actually worth some of the 5 Minute Motivator real estate to talk about this. The fact is that since personal computers have become the norm, which occurred back in the early 90s, middle management has been decimated. All right, the quintessential middle management job was to take a paper out of your inbox, do something to it, and then put it in your outbox. That's exactly what personal computers have been doing. So the end result is that we've gone from a giant swath of middle management to a smaller amount of middle management. And the fact is that organizations have flattened out. You don't hear that term too much anymore, but back 20 years ago it was all the rage. And or 30 years ago it was all the rage. And it has continued today. So much to the point that we now call ourselves the gig economy, where not only has the organization flattened out, most individuals have gotten into their own company, You Incorporated, and that's what they basically do. So this frustration of being involved in a corporation and not really knowing what to do to get a promotion, I've got a couple ideas for you in terms of how to make yourself more valuable within the organization. And it's not so much looking at the silo from north to south. It's looking cross-functionally from east to west. And I guess to make it less ephemeral, more substantive, what I would suggest you do is find various opportunities where you are at your current position to grow laterally. If you could do that, what you are doing is making yourself more valuable. Now, you might say, but without that promotion and that additional raise, this is going to take more time. And I'm not going to be compensated for that additional time. You're right. Get over it. Okay. We didn't create this economy. We didn't create the flat organizations. It's just a logical conclusion to the technological advances that we have. So now we have to figure out what to do. First of all, be very grateful that you do have yourself a job. Secondly, be grateful that you have a job where there's some level of mobility. And if you can't go up, you can go sideways. So as you begin to garner more responsibilities in a left to right, east to west kind of a direction, the end result is you are going to become more of, I don't know, I guess I'll call it that go-to person. And as you become more of that go-to person, the end result of that process is going to be that, more people are going to come to you. And that is going to make you valuable, such that when the actual promotional opportunity to move upward occurs, you're going to be the logical conclusion for that. Is it going to take more work? Of course it is, because there's less jobs to compete for. But by the same token, there's also less competition. There's less people. You take this advice, because I've seen it work, and I've done it myself. And I have a feeling that if you begin to look in other directions to glean more responsibilities, that ultimately the reward will be yours. Bill Shaka, thanking you for attending another edition of the 5 Minute Motivator. Looking forward to seeing you again on the other side. Bye.